Something's going on with my camera. Can you see me? Am I looking glitchy? I look glitchy on there too. Give me him and let me try to. Oh. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna mess with this a little bit.
Hey guys, I'm gonna put this in my story real quick.
Reset my camera. There we go. Now I'm not glitchy. How is everybody doing tonight? How's it going? We got Chloe's here. How's it going? Zach says Merry Christmas, Marvin's. Zach's been making offers tonight. Thank you, Zach.
I have my sound on. We'll see if it sounds.
I'll put my sound on too. As a backup. Raphael, what's going on? Julie, hello. Terry. There it is.
Oh, there
Zach.
it goes.
Zach. You go lay down. You're not getting no meatballs right now. Nope. Go lay down, mister. Sherry, how's it going? Mimi, hi from Silicon Valley. What's going on from Texas? Claw? I'm sure I'm butchering your name. Lori, hello. Why you guys are not sleeping? It's only 8 p.m. where we're at. Zach, was that Zach again?
Yeah, thank you, Zach.
Zach with the back-to-back.
All right, I got my story post up.
Zach, you're the best, man. Thank you so much for that support. Just sold, what, like a shirt and some slippers? Sweet. Ashley, hello. Echoing. Is it echoing? Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Is it still echoing? Test. Maybe I'm just talking too loud. No echo. It's good. Okay. I think I'm good. Please let me know if I'm not. What's going on, Kat? The Adventures of Buddy Gant. Hello. Zach says, thank you, guys. No, man, thank you. Thank you. Have a good night, Zach.
Good night.
Chloe says it's 3 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Where is Chloe at? I'm trying to... UK, right? You're in the UK? Trying to remember where you're at.
Is it like 3 a.m. the next day or this day? Is it?
Oh, maybe...
Is it April 13th or 14th?
It's probably the 14th in the future. How's it in the future over there? What's going on, Kelly? Artful Journey. We got Laura Joyce here. How's it going, Laura? Julie? Good. No echo. No echo. All right. Tammy, hello from Oklahoma. All right. Yep, in the UK. Brilliant. That made me reminded me of that commercial. What was that? Was that Zach again?
That was the payments. Remember they make their own sound now.
Oh.
So there'll probably be one more coming soon.
Sweet. Reese, go lay in your bed. So we're gonna do some listing tonight, guys. You guys gonna do some work?
I haven't drafted any yet.
Raphael says it's 6 p.m. in my country. Guess where I am? 6 p.m. So if UK is 3 a.m., 6 p.m. would be the other way.
I don't know enough about geography for this.
I don't know. Let me see. Can I Google it? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Is it 6 p.m.? 6 p.m. right now. Let's see. I don't even know how to look at this. I don't even know what I'm looking at. So 6 p.m. 6 p.m. 6:06. Canada, Mexico. I don't. Oh yeah, I guess it could be right. It's 6 p.m. That's only 2 hours ago. I don't know why I'm thinking it's so far back. It's got to be. I don't know. Maybe somewhere South America. We got lots of guesses here. Junk Monkey's here. What's going on? Love the new shelves, Chris. I can finally relax now that the boxes are all in order. Reese is right behind you. He's like...
I don't got anything for him.
He is laying right behind Kathy's chair. Hawaii, maybe it's Hawaii. Is Hawaii a different country? Julie says Cali. Yeah. Wait, what time? California would be 7 o'clock, right? We're only an hour ahead of California. So I don't know. Don't know. But yeah, we're gonna do some listing tonight. You guys ready to get some work done? Probably get right into it. Azerbaijan? Really? You're only 2 hours different from us.
Unless it's like the next day. Is that possible?
I didn't know.
20 something hours ahead.
What day is it? 6 p.m. The 13th? Or are you like in the past, like in the 12th? Azerbaijan. Am I saying that right?
I don't think so.
Let's see. And 7 p.m. on the West Coast, so somewhere Pacific, maybe West Coast of South America. Kelly's already listing, trying to complete 15 tonight.
Me too. I did 15 earlier, but I was doing double this week to try to catch up, and I'm almost there. Yeah, just in time for which we haven't really told you guys that we're going to Vegas next week.
Yeah, we're going to Las Vegas.
So we're not gonna be here for our live next Thursday.
Oh, 6 a.m. Oh, we were way off. 6 a.m. Chloe says Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires. That's an island, isn't it?
You gotta stop asking me like real life.
Hey, it is the geography hour of the Ginger Marvin show.
You got Google over there.
I don't even know how to use it.
Google.
What's going on, Laura? Hello. Rob says, I already did my listings for the day. Need to make up some drafts for tomorrow. Hey, getting ahead of the game. Getting ahead of the game. I have inventory, but still too nervous to start. Really, Terry? Start tonight. Come on. Join in. You got to start sometime. Why not now? Italy? Reese, you are not getting none. We have spoiled our dog so bad. I'm not even, you're going to get off the camera. No camera for you. Let's see. We got Coco and Chewy. Hey, guys. Hope you're having a great week so far.
Yeah.
Been all right. We've, like Kathy was saying, we're about to go to Las Vegas next weekend. This month, it's actually Kathy and I's 15th wedding anniversary, which is kind of crazy.
I feel like I'm only like 20, so how is that?
Well, I feel like I'm 50, so there's a disconnect there somewhere. But no, we're going to the Trash to Cash Las Vegas Bash, and we're gonna be hanging out with everybody out there, and but also kind of using it as like our time to get away. So we're kind of making it a work trip, anniversary trip. Because you know us, we got to work anytime we got to thrift, we got to do all that kind of stuff. But no, we'll have some fun, hang out with Kevin and Dave and Carrie. I don't know why I forgot your name, Carrie. Oh my gosh.
Sunny said he was.
Sunny, Las Vegas might be there. Oh, he is going to be there because you were talking to him. Yeah. Hi from Maui. How's it going? T-Borg. Start on Poshmark. Super easy shipping. Yeah. Terry, start on Posh. Let's see. She says, I watch you guys and take lots of notes. I'll start at some point. Well, you know what? This is probably a pretty good time to start. I think
you can ask us any questions.
You can ask us. We got lots of people in the chat. I mean, like years and years of experience here. Not just Kathy and I, but you got Junk Monkey here. We got the Artful Journeys here. We got tons of resellers that you can ask any questions. Once the sales start, you'll want to work on it all the time. Yeah. Once that money starts rolling in, that's the motivation. That's the motivation you're waiting on. Is it Buenos Aires, Rafael? Oh, he said it was Azerbaijan. And I don't know if I'm saying that right.
I don't know how the correct way to say it is, but every time you've said it so far has been a different way.
No, it's not.
Cute.
Azerbaijan? No.
Like you've said it like 3 times.
That's the only time I said it different.
Like
no,
time.
I didn't.
I'm not even going to attempt
Pull up the
I'm
replay,
not.
guys. Where's the replay? We need a Madden, a John Madden. Come on, Madden, pull up the replay. I'm going to try to get a pronunciation. Uh-oh,
Man, my phone is going slow today. I almost have 5 dropped.
All right, how did I say it? Did that come through the... Azerbaijan. That's what I said, right?
I don't know. You said it differently 3 times.
That's what I said. I said booty traps. You don't know that's...
I don't, but it reminded me of earlier.
Anybody
in the
remember?
car when you said that one joke and then asked me if I knew what it meant.
Oh.
Yeah. Like as if I knew.
Kathy was making fun of me, and I said something like, I instead of resent,
Represent.
I represent, or I
resemble. Or
resemble. I resemble that remark. And then she laughed, like, because she hadn't heard that joke before. And I'm just an old person. Happy anniversary. Where is that event? At a hotel there? Yeah, I think stuff's going on at the MGM Grand. But I'm like, there's going to be like thrifting and stuff, I'm sure. Cheryl has a question. Retail sales tax is collected by eBay. Do I need to include this on my retail sales tax quarterly? No, that is remitted and sub. Is it remitted? eBay and all the platforms take care of that for you. So you have to do nothing about the sales tax that they collect. Now, if you're doing your own sales, like if you're in a brick and mortar business and you're collecting sales tax for your state and all that kind of stuff, that's when you have to do that tax for yourself. Vegas went. That is the next weekend. That's why we won't be live next week, because we're actually going to drive out next Thursday, and then we'll be coming back Sunday, late Sunday. Are there any more chi? I don't know what you're getting at. I feel like that might have been deleted and I just didn't notice. Just started selling 2 weeks ago and made my first sale. Hey, Leo, awesome. Awesome. Congratulations. That first sale, it's good. Doesn't it feel good to get that out? I'm going to start some music. Is it too loud? Let me know how the music is, guys. If it's too loud, I'll turn it down.
My watch is telling me I didn't do enough today.
Oh, no.
I can still
guys,
do it.
we need
if
to go.
I just take a brisk 9-minute walk.
We need to go turn off the live so Kathy can walk for 9 minutes. I'm just kidding. Do you just take all the picks first? Asks Terry. So what's your process? You want to do like a quick rundown of your process to kind of get... Terry says she watches.
I mean, it's not 100% the same
Yeah.
always. I mean, today I took the photos just before the live, and so now I'm drafting them on my phone to list perfectly. Then we'll pull it up on the screen here, and then yeah, that's how I do it for the most part.
See, Julie said list perfectly is super slow. I feel like there was something, like they're going to be doing some kind of maintenance tonight.
I was hoping it was
So
going to be after.
It should be after. At least it's scheduled for after, but it might have something to do with that.
At least
yeah.
Get them drafted.
Atkins Gilbert Studio. Hi everybody from North Texas. How's it going? Goodies. Goonies. Yeah, that's what I said. Booty traps. Booby traps. Have you guys ever heard of Mark Nason? Mark Nason boots? Found a pair today. New bolo on my list. No, I gotta look.
One of like C-Comps. I feel like
eBay.
I've heard of it, but I've never found them for sure.
Mark Nason came right up. Oh, so we got 120, 113, 200. Did you get like the cowboy boot kind? Nice. I've never heard of them. We probably would end up seeing these though. We get a lot of cowboy boots in Colorado.
I mean,
we just don't know much about them.
Every time I look at them, they're always so beat up. Like, I don't like when the insides are beat up.
Like, look at these though. Those look beat up.
I don't mind on the outside.
$225.
Like, when the inners are like gross. That's how cowboy boots usually are, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know who would wear secondhand cowboy boots. I feel like they conform. The whole boot conforms so much to your foot.
It always seems like it's weirdly shaped.
See, let me see some solds here. Sold items. All right. These are not what I looked up. Oh yeah, it is. 72, 224, 61, 136, 149. Nice. It's got chukka boots with a zipper on the side. Not as good as the cowboy boots, but still good. Leo says, I'm starting with clothes and things I've already have here. My daughter left a closet full of clothes that I was supposed to store for her, but she said sell them. There you go.
Nice.
Be like, you can't come back. I sold all your clothes. I sold all your stuff. Awesome. Awesome. What was the first item? Was it, you said it's clothes and stuff, but what was it? Was it like a Nike t-shirt? List perfectly super slow. Nice. Congratulations, guys. If you do a meetup, if you guys do a meetup, let me know. I'll do the 4-hour drive to meet one of my favorite YouTubers, reseller, power couple. You must live in like LA area. 4 hours. What's 4 hours from Vegas? Orange County. Do you live in Orange County? Rob says, I sell a lot of cowboy boots and they are easy to refurbish from trashy looking to very nice. Gonna make a video about it in his process. Riverside. Where's Riverside? That sounds familiar. Kathy's from Garden Grove. I feel like Riverside is pretty close, isn't it? Like around San Bernardino. That's not too bad. Kathy was around, yeah, Garden Grove, Anaheim area. So yeah, that's like basically on the way to Vegas from where you used to be. Kind of, a little bit on the way. There's so many interstates there. Like, we live in Colorado Springs. There's one interstate. I don't know how people know, like, you got I-15, I-10, 215. My goodness, 210, 605. How do you guys know where you're going? Just look out for the brand Dior. Is that how you say it? D-U-E-R? Dior jeans? Dior? Just sold one for $50.
Weird. I don't know.
Dior? Riverside? Rob, you definitely need to make that video about that. Says Coco and Chewy. I mean, I'd watch it.
Would I refurb a pair after? Probably. I'm so lazy when it comes to that stuff.
LA Jen was here. What's going on? I got your name right this time. When I hear of Garden Grove, I think of Sublime. Was that in one of the songs? I don't know. I think I only know of one Sublime song. And I don't even know if I'm thinking of Sublime. Did they sing that? Yeah, Santeria.
That's me. I don't know anything
That's the song
about
I think
Sublime
of.
or anything at all.
That. Oh, and What I Got. Yeah, those are like the two the two first ones that came up. Oh, and then the third one is Garden Grove. I guess I never got that far in Sublime lore, I guess. So, Lori, Mama with the camera, what's going on?
Hey, Lori. Drafting things. I saw she messaged she was getting some ready to list too.
Sweet. Leo says, I sold a white bohemian skirt that I only wore once. That was your first sale. Congratulations. I bet it feels good selling that for more than you can sell it at a garage sale.
3 more to draft.
Yeah. Garden Grove. I lived in Whittier for a bit and went to church at Crystal Cathedral.
Nice.
Do you recognize any of those words?
I feel like we went to Crystal Cathedral just to like look around or something for some sort of.
It sounds like a
event.
large place.
And I know that we played softball in Whittier a lot.
Reese, he's like going on a meatball strike.
You can keep
He is
striking.
literally like, man. You guys see his his ears right there, right behind. He has been sitting 3 inches behind Kathy for the last 30 minutes.
At least he's not on my side. I can't see him back there. He doesn't know.
Q, Loomis Q is here. What's going on, Q? Good to see you. Near Temecula, where you can find the best wineries. I used to live in Modesto, and there was the Gallo winery there. Vineyards. Gallo Vineyards? I don't know. Coco says, Lori, taking pictures tonight. Get it done.
1 more to draft.
Never heard of that. Terry says, I used to live on Fort Carson. Colorado's pretty, but hate snow. Love Florida now. Really? You lived on Fort Carson? So you probably know the area. We're up in the northern part of the Springs. More above like Peterson. Lori says, yep, loaded photos on Posh for about 10 drafts earlier. Going to fill in some details on the live. In the live, starting with Hoka's. Nice.
And my drafts are ready. I'm sending 3 eBay offers, and then I will list.
All right. Does everyone put in measurements for clothing? We do. We used to not.
I don't think I ever did it not.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think maybe.
I just personally don't buy really without measurements unless it's like an exact thing that I own and I know it fits or something like that. But
List Perfectly makes it easy because all you got to do is like type your measurements in the little box, and then it kind of makes like a whole description, like a little table there, and it converts it. Like if you put in the inches, it'll convert it to centimeters, or vice versa. So yeah, it's pretty easy if you use something like List Perfectly. Use code Ginger for 15. What's the percentage? For some kind of, I think it's actually it's like 30%.
This is our ad break. Use code Ginger for List
This
Perfectly.
30-minute segment is brought to you by List Perfectly.
It is 30% off, but just on the first month. And they also, I think there's a trial period that you can do. If you hate it within like the first couple days, I don't know the exact thing, but you could just cancel without ever paying the first month. Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a month.
I know
it's
Posture
probably
VA.
like 7 days.
We'll
or something.
save that one for the second 30 minutes. They have a 2-week free trial where you don't even have to put in your credit card.
Rocket your sales into tomorrow with List
Right,
Perfectly.
Put the screen on. I'm ready to go.
Oh, gotta put the screen on. He's still not going to his bed. Your screen's good to go. You got every.
Yep, every
got all
secret
your-
thing we've
all
ever
your
done
secrets.
is hidden.
All right.
All right.
Uh-oh. What? I swear it worked earlier.
Uh-huh. That mean it's not gonna work? You're gonna fix it, right?
I'm gonna fix it. You lived in Modesto. I live in Salida. Hey. Yeah, I lived in Modesto for a couple years, and then we moved out to LaGrange. So if you know where LaGrange is from Modesto, it's about 45 minutes out. Like Lake Don Pedro area. All right, let me get down here. I gotta unplug this.
I'll give you a back rub while you do it. I don't know where we left off in the chat.
So many wires.
You lived in Modesto was the last thing.
Your monitor might turn on.
Uh-oh.
Did it?
I mean, I see myself on the screen on your TV.
I'm saying your monitor.
Yeah, I did. Now it's on.
Oh. All right, now fix.
Like that?
Like it I turned your monitor off, so it consolidated all your stuff to one side.
Okay.
All right, hopefully it worked. Let me see. Hey, it worked. All right.
Live chat. Cool. Let's go.
Yeah, we don't do measurements for kids' clothes either.
I mean, lately I have been only because I'm like,
Everything I say, I'm so wrong with everything.
I'm just saying.
When did you start doing that?
Well, you helped me the other day when you measured for me. I'm just saying because we were already measuring. I'm like, oh, might as well. We're already here. But yeah, generally I'm okay with skipping measurements on kids' clothes unless it's like my kids' clothes and I'm like it did not fit them when it should have or something like that.
Rob said he had to go get a snack. His sugar dropped. He's got the shakes.
Oh, I want a snack.
Who gives into first?
Therese probably.
Oh, Therese, not me. I
yeah,
am.
You can do that on the. I'm not gonna give him one.
Hey, go lay in your bed.
Oh, don't talk mean to him.
If you go lay in your bed for 15 minutes, I'll go get you one.
He doesn't know what you're saying.
You gotta go lay on your bed. Go on. We gotta break this habit of yours. He's so. We're probably gonna give in here any minute. Let's Do Lunch Podcast is here. What's going on, ladies? Popping into the show to support our friends. Hey, thanks for the support. Terry says, yes, husband was Army. Have lived all over the world. We moved here because my dad was stationed at Fort Carson, and then he got out of the Army and then went to the Air Guard, the Air National Guard or something. And he was stationed at Peterson. Serious, take something quick like a Coke or an orange juice. And bring enough for the rest of us too. What kind of snack did you get, man? Dredge $2. What's going on? Florida too hot and humid. It was 90 plus in CT. Where's CT, Florida? Or is that? Oh, you're saying Florida's too hot and humid to live. I saw Florida's getting a bunch of flooding. What's going on with that? Florida and I saw Utah's getting flooding from all the snow runoff. That's hot for there, I would think. Right. 90 in Connecticut. It was pretty warm today here. I had to turn the air conditioner on, guys. It got above 70. You don't think that's funny or what?
That it got above 70?
That I said I had her turn on the AC because I got above 70. She's focused. What's going on?
I got big goals, okay? 15 listings.
I already used y'all's code to sign up. Hey, all right. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
It is. We really do appreciate it. It's no cost to whoever uses the code, but it does go. It goes a long way. Every single one. We do appreciate every single one that uses our code. Measurements, yes, do them unless you want a return. But then again, returns still do happen. That's true. That is true. Hey, looky. He found his bed. Good boy.
15 minutes.
All right, I'm starting the stopwatch. Let's I gotta do this with my kids. All right, buddy, in 15 minutes, if you stay there. Hi, new to the channel. I'm sure you have explained this a million times, but who is Ginger Marvin? Ginger Martin? I don't know who Ginger Martin is. But we are Ginger Marvin. No, Kathy. Kathy's nickname is Ginger. And our last name is Marvin. So Kathy's Ginger Marvin. Ginger Marvin was Kathy's, I mean, that was what you had your Instagram handle as. And then she just kind of started posting stuff about reselling. And it just, you know, I guess it's one of those one thing led to another. And here we are. Many years later. 90 to 95 today and tomorrow. Then back to high 50s and 60s, which is perfect. Yeah, I feel like here we were like... It got, how hot do you think it got today or yesterday? Yesterday was hotter. It got to like 75. Yeah. And then tomorrow it's supposed to be 32, and then Saturday 28, and Sunday 25. So that's pretty drastic change. Will y'all ever be in Texas, especially Dallas, Fort Worth? It'll be cool to have a meetup here. I mean, I'm sure at some point. I don't know. What goes on down in Texas? You guys got like big bugs and stuff, don't you? Yeah, LaGrange, a lot of fires that way in the summer. Yeah. I used to work at a little lake out there in high school. It was, I don't even know if it's a lake anymore because I feel like it's all dried up. But there was a dam, and it was Lake McClure and McSwain. And I used to work up at Horseshoe Bend. Horseshoe Bend. It was up in the sticks. Horseshoe Bend. Not the one on the Colorado River. Horseshoe Bend, Lake McClure. It looks like it's still there. It's technically in Coulterville. Man. These Google images are giving me flashbacks. I used to have to clean these bathrooms. Oh man. The worst one was the bathroom that floated on the lake. That one was a really, really gross one. Anyway, Ben says there's a LaGrange near Chicago, and whenever I hear that name, I think of the ZZ Top song with the same name. With kids, I measure the length on dresses. That's about it, says Lori. Oh, PB&J with milk? That was your little snack? Sounds delicious. I haven't had a peanut butter and jelly in so long.
It never sounds that good.
On white bread. Posh changed the way search results now show. Now it has a section of some additional related items. What? Let's see. Crocs. Some additional on the phone or on the I gotta check on the phone now. Kathy, do you mind sharing how many pounds you have lost? I have to say you look amazing, and Chris's meals always look delicious and super healthy. He needs to share the recipe.
Tonight we got Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I did.
She got a salad.
I shared on my Instagram yesterday that I just hit 40 pounds down yesterday.
Guys, she's 40 pounds down. She lost 40 pounds, and I found it. No, I'm not kidding. No, but she's been rocking it. Sorry, I'm trying to look up this Posh. Maybe I gotta update my app or something. I like to know these things. On the laptop, search for something specific. Okay, I'll search this up. Like Hoka, women's, Bondi. Oh. Some additional related items. And they do seem actually related. Nice. Seems like an okay thing. What do you think? Give me the exact results, and then I had a second section of related. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. I see your one item, which happens to be yours, Lori. And then it says some additional related items, and it has yours as the first one there again. And then some other Hoka Women's Bondi 8, Hoka Women's Bondi 8, Hoka Bondi 8. So, seems pretty nice. You literally just listed that. Well, hey, I can confirm it is live. That's Moat, South Florida. I'm near Disney. Okay. Okay. Flooding in Florida is the South. Unfortunately, Central Florida are in a severe drought. It's so crazy. It's been months since we've had rain. So is that what South Florida's... Is it flooding from rain? Measurements on... I don't get to... I don't know. I know Colorado. I know we get a lot of like flooding from snow, like when the snow starts melting, but I know Florida doesn't really have snow. Measurements on Posh keep you from getting returns. LOL. Ask me how I know. Always add measurements and pictures to your item description, no matter what platform you use. So you post pictures of the measurements, Rob? Do you think that's better than actually typing them in? Or do you do both? Or do you just do the measurements and pictures? Are you guys going to sell on Whatnot?
We haven't had that one in a while.
I know we haven't had that one. We've kind of been thinking about it. No, I'm just kidding. No joke. I have considered it, but not for Kathy. When I start doing stuff for the bus, okay, look.
I've always said I want to have one.
Yeah.
I just don't want to make it a normal
I'm not making any plans.
Thing or whatever.
I'm not making plans. I'm not expecting to sell on Whatnot or anything like that, but it might be something I'd look into in the future when I'm doing my own listing and selling stuff to pay for the schoolie. But don't look forward to it because it's probably not going to happen. How long should you wait until you put an offer to someone on a watch item? Right away. You do it right away, right? Leo,
just like that.
Kathy, like she doesn't really wait.
I check my eBay like every 1 hour at least.
Not saying that's the right way or that it'll work really good for you, but that's what we do. Oh, dang. Oh, it's only been 8 minutes, 39 seconds for
what?
For Reese.
As soon as you give him, I don't want you to do it.
He'll be fine.
No, he's going
I promised
to act
him.
crazy.
I'm not going to break a promise.
He doesn't know what you said.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Whirl Squirrel. What's going on, Kristen? Hey, Kathy.
Hey,
missed you today.
Kristen.
Bins
I
were
know.
popping.
I'm sad I couldn't come. What'd you find? What's the best thing you found? Did Liz go with you?
Uh-oh. Don't ruin it.
What?
The dog. He's like really thinking about getting up. Lakes are filling up. Oh, are the Lake McSwain in McClure? I love Waco. Love visiting all the Magnolia places. And on the way, stopping for Kalashes. Waco, that's where Scott lives, right?
I don't think he lives in Waco.
He lives around Waco. The
I feel like he
Cha-Ching
lives
King.
somewhere pretty far away from normal life.
Oh, he lives in Penelope. How far is Penelope from Penelope? Penelope to Waco. It's only 33 minutes. That's not... He lives just outside of Waco. On my short list, want to go there, says Rural Squirrel. We've thought about... I remember when they opened up there. You ruined it. You ruined it. You only had 5 minutes left.
You didn't do a good job, Reese.
How can I say no? I'm gonna get him.
You have to. Nope.
All right, now you stay there, bud. Wait. Oh, I thought you were buying a shipping label. I was like, hey.
You're watching me work.
That's what this whole live is about. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Waco. We thought about trying to go. Remember when they opened up like a bed and breakfast, the Chip and Joanna Gaines?
Yeah.
We're like, how cool would it be to go to that bed and breakfast?
Probably. So
and then there was
cool
like a 9-year wait list. We're like, okay, I guess we're not going. Big mosquitoes in Texas. Not yet though. 75 and perfect today. Okay. Come on down, everyone. We have Ben's here too in Texas, says Kelly. Chrissy says congrats, by the way.
Thank you.
That's amazing. You look great.
Thank you. I don't like when there's like comps.
We're talking about Scott, and he'll show up in 3, 2. Now, if he shows up, his ears must have been burning. Yeah, your pictures look good in those shoes. Of those shoes, Lori. Got a record amount of rain in 24 hours, basically flash flooding. Okay. Too many people. South Florida floods if too many people spit at the same time. They need some better drainage then, huh? You're probably good with the camera, Lori. I would think. How good are you, Mama, with the camera? How good are you with a camera? You pretty good? Did you get that strong rain this afternoon? Flooding from rain in Fort Myers area. I have a former school classmate on vacation there now. I live about 30 miles north and have only had scattered showers. Oh, so Rob says he has a whiteboard and he writes all the measurements on and takes a picture of it. Okay. Actually show the measurements in the pic. Says Leo. You know what we should do is when we should add something that says plus or minus like a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch or whatever, round it up to the nearest inch.
Is this one of you guys?
Who is that?
Oh, that was a fun little.
A sleeper swaddle?
I don't think it's a viewer.
You do or don't?
I don't. It doesn't say it.
Well, hey, Kathy just sold a sleeper with swaddle.
And the thing's all small.
Other way.
This.
Hold it still.
I can't. Oh, my arm is too movie.
Your darn movie arm. Speaking of movies, we're going to see. Speaking of movies.
I don't know.
No, we're going to go see Super Mario Brothers. We're taking the boys to the first movie.
Not like ever.
Not ever, but the first one that I think that they're actually old enough to sit through the whole movie. I feel like we took them to Finding Dory, and Cy was like, he was good for like 15 minutes, and then it was just like running up and down the aisles.
He just like snacks as long as they're snacks.
Yeah, he was out of popcorn and then gone. How about Poshmark lives? Yeah, we probably won't. Kat says, I've started just taking pics of measurements. I feel like people are more willing to look at pics than read. Yeah, but I feel like if you type it in, it makes it searchable. If somebody's looking for a specific measurement, they can then search for it. I don't know how many people do that, but that's my thinking. Close up show the midsoles. Okay, yeah. Honestly, I didn't look in the photos, but your cover photo of those shoes looks really good. Waco, go Bears. Duh, Bears. In Pinellas. Is that how you say that? Pinellas, Texas? No rain. Got quite a bit. It was nice. Scott's about 30 minutes from Kelly. Dang. Kristen said she spent $135 at the bins. Is that what, did you already see that?
That does sound like it was popping then. It's hard to get over 100 at the bins.
Yeah, you bought like what? 300 pounds?
$69 a pound or something.
Oh. Look, math was not my strong suit. And it still is not.
How? Because our kids is like, I didn't teach it to them.
I don't know, but is this weird? I never took I never took trigonometry in school. And the other day I was like watching YouTube videos on how to do trigonometry because I never even really knew what it was. And then Connor, my 8-year-old son, was like, trigonometry is like about triangles. And I was like, what? No, it's not. Like, no. It can't be about just triangles, right? It's about triangles. I never knew. But now I want to watch, because I'm going to have to learn this stuff when they get older. He's probably going to be in trigonometry in middle school because they're pretty advanced with math. Like, he's already doing algebra. He's in 3rd grade. Not like full on algebra, but he does like some algebraic, you know. But I'm going to have to learn this stuff before they start asking me questions because I'm not going to know the answers.
Thanks.
What?
High comp group.
Ooh.
The rest of them are not, and these are new. I mean, these ones I have look pretty new.
See, we say this in the video, in the haul videos. We never really know about, you know, you just buy these things based on what you think the comps are in your own head from your own experience.
If it's $10, these. I don't normally pick up this brand, but I was like, floral velvet booties. That's something. I'm just gonna get it. Yeah, I didn't really look at them.
It's about angles, not triangles. Uh-oh.
What was I? Oh, I was looking at how much these weigh.
Wait, are you saying my 8-year-old does not know more about math than me? Video coming soon. World Squirrel's $135 haul from the bins.
But did she tell us her best item, or is it secret till the haul? How much should I price these for? Because like this person's only, it has a bid, but then they could have just bought it. But then the other comp makes me want to price it high, and there's none listed. They seem like they retailed for a lot.
I don't know. Triangles have angles. 3 of them, right? At least 3 angles in a triangle. I think. Oh, I'm shipping out a package to Guam. Isn't that what GU is? I think it is. Yeah.
go big or go home, I guess. Oops, I just closed out of the chat. Restore.
Yep, Guam. That is a United States, what do they call them? A protectorate or something?
You asking me more like geography kind of questions?
No, like on eBay, we kind of exclude those things, right?
Well, only like if it's a really heavy or big item.
Yeah, we'll exclude.
I don't think I've ever sold to Guam on eBay. A few times on Posh. A few times on Kitizen, maybe even.
Their B&B is about 2 blocks from my house. It's very nice. They're opening a hotel next. Kelly, how crazy would that have been if we had gone to that years ago before we even knew about reselling? And then like, oh yeah, we stayed there. And then like we were just 2 blocks away for a weekend. How crazy would that be? That'd be crazy. So crazy. We're talking about Scott and he'll show. Oh, I don't see him yet. He don't care about us. He's off to bigger and better.
He's a busy man these days. Speaking of, is he at 25K yet? We gotta give him a super chat. Super thanks or something.
Gotta give him the middle finger back. I'm better than a complete novice, but not as good as my daughter, who's an actual photographer. I got the nickname when I used to photograph the ballet dancers. Sweet. If you ever go to Waco, definitely check out the Magnolia Table. I like their breakfast. Is that like their restaurant? I saw they have a new show coming out, don't they? But like on Hulu or something? Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to read that much. Corduroy, Nuitag, Talbot's pants. List now or in fall?
List now. I don't know. I list everything whenever I get it.
We do. My 4-year-old twins and 7-month-old did great at the movies. Baby slept through all the movie and the twins. Not our kids. Our kids never. I don't think they've slept since they were born. Like they're just always awake. Nah, they're good. Loved it. It was a good movie. A lot of rain here, just not at all at once. Not all at once. Always put approximate measurements to account for the 1/4 inch or so, and it helps me with a lot of cases based on fit. That's a good idea. Yeah. Because like with List Perfectly, you can have you can have something added to your description at the bottom every time you put a listing up based on the category and stuff. And I'm thinking we should probably add that in just to account for, because like I can measure something and then Kathy can measure it and it's going to be a 1/2 inch different. Not because we're reading it different, but shirts stretched or whatever,
I can't believe nobody's ever like
I know.
said that.
I know. It's like I'll add that and then all of a sudden we'll start getting issues. Is anyone here known Air Force One models well? This pair I have, the model number doesn't come up with what I have. Can I DM someone? We don't know anything about them, do we?
Is it
I
like
don't.
Nike
Air Force One.
If it doesn't come up with the model number on Google, I would think they're fake.
I know Kathy wants 2 pairs.
Haha.
She's been listening.
Don't tell people what I've been listening to. I do like Nelly.
She's been listening to that song a lot.
I just put on a playlist in the car and it plays it a lot.
Is it like on the playlist like 5 times in a row?
Not in a row, but like every time I get in the car and put on the playlist, it might play again.
I need 2 pair in my Air Force Ones. Stomping in my Air Force. Chris, there's a YouTube video about every math issue you will run into with your kids in school. I search this stuff all the time. Do you guys remember? Do you remember Homework Hotline? No? It was like before, like the internet and stuff.
Nope.
I guess maybe not before the internet, but before like Google for sure. But yeah, there was I would watch it after school. It was like watching, like they would just do lessons, and you can call in as a student and be like, hey, I need help with this homework thing, and they would show you how to do the problem on the whiteboard. It was like PBS broadcasting. I thought it was cool. Kids are crazy smart. I homeschool my 6-year-old grandson, and he's interested in geometry now. It's about angles and not triangles. You guys gonna do the games tonight? No. We're playing the game of making money. Get as many listings up as we can, as Kathy can, while I try to make her laugh with
I'm only trying to do 15. That's all
trying to do it 15 listings as fast as she can.
Not as fast as I can, just during the live.
Junk Monkey tip of the day. Denatured alcohol is a great cleaner for most things and does not leave a residue. This half hour is brought to you by Junk Monkey's tip of the day. Territory? Is it? Because eBay calls it like a protectorate, right? Versus territory. A territory is an area administered by a country without being fully a part of that country. A protectorate is nominally independent but relies on another country for its defense through treaties. What is Guam?
What does the SR mean in this? Like in a, if it's like a safety toe, does the S? What do you think it means?
SR composite.
I'm debating if that word can be taken out so I could put something else.
What do you guys think?
I guess I could put the word back without it. I did want to say no.
What do you think SR means when it comes to composite? SR, slip resistant. That's probably right. I think you're right. Bubby Grant.
All right, that's kind of...
Yeah. Gayan's got it too. We should have known that. You made me like double think.
Mm-hmm. I can make you do anything at all.
You and Harvey Edwards loved his work. If anyone is bored, you could scroll down on my Instagram past the reselling stuff to see when I used to post photos.
Me too.
Of just our kids?
Pictures of small children.
Stay off of the bottom of our Instagram. Tommy in Seattle, what's going on? Hello, everyone. I hate being late. Did I miss anything good that I must replay from the beginning?
Yes, definitely did.
You missed things that were precisely 3 minutes apart from now all the way back. So there's no point in like skipping ahead. You might as well just go back and watch the whole thing. Just followed you, Lori. This is what I put in my listings as a part of my templates. Approximate measurements. Chest 0 or chest armpit to armpit, laying flat, garment length from collar to hem, at bottom of garment, short sleeve. Pre-owned. This is in great pre-owned condition, showing no rips, holes, or stains. Please see pictures for more details. Please take measurements of your favorite garments to compare size listed. Tommy says, denatured alcohol? What is that? Like rubbing alcohol? No, it's denatured. It had natured, but then it was denatured. Oh, yeah, LA Jen, you know what? Thanks for reminding me. If you won, Tommy in Seattle, LA Jen, did you guys Instagram us? I see you didn't, LA Jen, because you forgot. Do it now. I did get Maxon. I got him, but I didn't see Sorting with Samantha. So if you won last week, DM us right now so I can get you guys your $10 gift cards. And I'm just gonna like send you a picture of a barcode, and you'll be able to scan it at a Starbucks. Hey everyone, hope sales are great for all. Sorry I'm late. Went to Vegas for 2 days. Listed nothing but still had sales. Nice. We're actually going to Vegas next weekend.
You did miss that, Tommy. We won't be here next week.
Yeah, if you missed that. We're going to be in Vegas. We're going to be driving to Vegas. We'll probably be in Vegas by the time our live starts.
You won't.
No?
How would we?
It's an 11-hour drive.
It's like a 12-hour drive. And we're leaving around 9 a.m. and we have to eat lunch, get gas, go potty like every hour.
I can drive and go potty every hour.
Must be nice. You're so privileged. Order me one of those girl potties. Whatever, I don't know.
Gone Girl or something? Wait, that was that movie, wasn't it? Stronger and found in the paint section of all hardware stores. Yes, denatured alcohol. I remember using it a lot when I used to work at a cabinet shop, and we would make Corian countertops, like the solid surface stuff. And anytime he glued it together, we had to clean it really good with denatured alcohol because it left no residue. But honestly, I don't know what the difference is between denatured and all that. Tommy says, get rid of the grate, and that's a subjective term. Good way to get an INAD.
Right?
No, not you. He was responding to Dredge's $2 stuff he pastes in his thing, or that they paste in their thing. Here's one for irony. I'm drafting Smokey the Bear ashtrays. Oh, man. Only you can prevent forest fires. Hey, you know what, Tommy? Anytime. I'm here to clear things up as much as possible. All right. I'm going to see if you've DM'd us, Jen. I don't see anything. Oh, now it's all loading in. Maybe it's not loading in. Going to Trash to Cash. Yep, we're gonna go to the Trash to Cash bash. Is that what it's called?
I have no idea.
It is also Kathy and I's 15th wedding anniversary on the 26th, which is not that weekend, but it's close enough. Oh, I think I just saw. All right, I see you there. Thanks for getting back to us, LA Jen. I'll get that to you after the live. But yeah, we're going to the Trash to Cash bash. And are you gonna thrift in Vegas? Yeah, we're gonna thrift. We're driving so that we can bring whatever back. So I'm sure any moment we're not gambling. We don't gamble that much.
You gamble, I'll drink your alcohol.
I think the last time we went to Vegas, we were sitting at the slots and you know, I'm like, oh yeah, if we gamble, they'll bring drinks and they're like free. You just kind of like tip them or whatever. We sat down, we each put like $20 in.
You've already told us this story.
Did we?
Yeah.
And well, I don't know. Have we told you guys this story? I don't remember. So yeah, we put like we each put like $20 in, and it was like literally like 30 seconds, and it was gone. And we're like, what the heck? And it was like dollar bets, like maybe it wasn't even 30 seconds. So we like went like $40, and it was gone, and nobody came to give us a drink, and we're like, well, this sucks. We got up and walked out. Are you driving so you could thrift? Yes, driving so we could thrift. Can't see that it wouldn't be cheaper to fly. You don't need a car to get around. But if you're sourcing, that would make sense. The reason we didn't
fly was because they were expensive.
The flights.
To Vegas, like that's normally like a cheap place to fly.
Yeah.
Unless we could leave Wednesday, which we really couldn't.
I mean, flights for us, yeah, if we would have left Wednesday, the flights would have been way cheaper, but then, you know, like we'd have to have an extra day without the kids, and my mom would have. So it was just easier and faster. It's actually faster for us to drive. And it is cheaper. I think the tickets were going to be like, literally for both of us, it was over $600. And that was before we checked any bags. That was like with carry-on, like not even carry-on, your personal bag. I think it would have been like $400 if we went a day before. But we thought about it and we decided to drive. Gas is probably going to be about like, $250.
I just see people always getting their flights canceled and things.
Yeah,
and that would be the worst thing ever.
We've had very bad luck with planes.
At least if we're driving, we're not going to miss it. You know, it's like such a short trip that if you miss your flight, you might miss the whole thing.
Right. So, you know, we're going to take the time drive.
I'm going to read some books.
Kathy's going to read some books.
On my reading.
We'll put a couple blankets in the back so one of us can sleep. It's not like it's like a 12-hour drive, but you know, we'll be able to. Kathy's got like a lap desk so she could do listings or something when we're driving or whatever. We'll have plenty of stuff to do, and it's really only 12-hour drive. So we'll take turns. It's not too bad. Now I do need to like check the weather closer to then, because if it could snow up in the mountains, and then we'll have to go south, which will add a little bit, but it's still not too bad. Denatured means the water has been pulled out. Rubbing alcohol has a lot of water in it. What if you get isopropyl alcohol? What's the difference? What's that? Rob, what is isopropyl alcohol? Because I thought isopropyl alcohol was like no water. Simona, what's going on?
Hello.
Christy Smith says, hello. So sad I missed game night last week, but I played alone with the replay. Hey. Thanks for watching the replay. Let's see. 3 savers there. Skip Assistance League on West Charleston. Skip Faith Lutheran Thrift on Rainbow. Both expensive. Plato's near Goodwill on Rainbow.
Skip Plato's or?
She says there is a Plato's near Goodwill on Rainbow.
Plato's is always like one of those. Sometimes you just find one gem and it made like the whole trip worth it.
Yeah. Pack a cooler. Yeah, we'll pack a cooler. You know, one of the things we used to drive a little bit. The only time I ever really eat like sunflower seeds is like driving on a road trip. Sunflower seeds and corn nuts. I know there's like typically like baseball things, but I usually do them while I'm driving. Bins near the airport. Rotations are super fast. They clear one side of the room completely. Isopropyl alcohol and rubbing alcohol are basically the same thing. This has been your lessons in alcohol from Junk Monkey. Now, what's the difference between denatured alcohol and Everclear? Is there a difference? I'm sure. One is edible and the other's not. Potable, not edible. Potable. Potent potables. How many you got listed, dear?
I don't know. 10.
10?
I don't know.
Nice. 10 in an hour. It's been about an hour. Doing pretty good. And you're cross-posting at the same time? Very nice. Scott said, I heard someone talking about me. Were your ears burning? Did you just like watch the whole replay or did somebody go get you? Somebody had to go get you. What's going on, Scott? How you doing? How you doing? Everclear is grain alcohol. Denatured is derived from wood. Hey, I did not know it came from wood. Road trip snacks are the best. Yep. Slim Jims.
Stop trying to make me eat all these snacks already.
I mean, sunflower seeds. Guys, what's your favorite sunflower seed flavor? And if you don't say dill pickle,
regular.
Get out of here right now.
Salt. I don't know. How much should I price these for?
$98.99.
Let's see if there's another size 14 listed. No. It's like they still kind of have a tag, but then like they look super yellowed. Like I feel like they just got yellowed just from being.
Oh yeah.
But
that's how you know they're vintage.
I don't think they're vintage, but then also like these new ones look a little bit yellow too. I just don't know.
They look like they greened on the sole. Like how come that one's blue and that one's green?
Oh. So there's no size 14 listed.
Someone mowed some grass with those ones.
These are others listed.
Hey, the Middle Finger King is here. Saw Scott on the LP podcast this week. Really? Nice. Full disclosure, I've been walking outside after sunset. It's cooler out.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Getting those evening walks in. It's almost warm and cold enough for us to do that here.
Why isn't it giving... Is it just certain brands?
What?
All sneakers that can get in the whatever program.
You have to select it to be in the authentication?
No, it usually just does it. So
oh, really?
That's why I'm like, it must be certain brands and not Saucony.
They're like, nobody's going to fake these.
$100 would normally just automatically put it in there.
Regular. All right, so we got a regular, ranch. And you're eating it now, Shauna? Shanna? Speaking of cross-posting, do you know how long List Perfectly saves listings? Forever. They don't get rid of them. No. So, it's a good idea to keep your things saved in List Perfectly in case the whole... What is it called?
Is it time for our second ad break?
Photo-geddon.
About Posture VA.
This hour is brought to you by Posture VA. Guys, these are not real ad breaks.
Yeah,
I was
see,
contractually
look,
obligated to tell you that. No.
I don't normally look at this, but see, this person got my offer, but they didn't want it, so they said no. Like a rude person. Instead of just ignoring it.
It's so funny that you get like...
I know. I mean,
like
I'm
mad at somebody
sad.
like, no.
I'm not mad at them. Renee, I
She's
hope
not
you're having
mad.
a great evening.
Have a blessed day. Did you did you just say sunflower seed flavor? Isn't it just salted seed flavor? The best sunflower flavor is sunflower seed. Nice. So many skeeter eaters this month, though. You got them crane flies. Really? You guys don't like flavored sunflower seeds? I don't know there was flavors. Salted or unsalted? Junk Monkey's got his drafts done for tomorrow.
Good job.
Nice. Fear ad breaks, you need to put up a sign that says 1 of 2 and then 2 of 2. Well, they're not real ads, but I do want to make some things pop up on the screen with that kind of stuff. Like I can push a button and it would be like, boom, use code Ginger or whatever. So, because I never remember what the, like, I know the code, like any of our codes, it's usually just Ginger, right? Just to make it easy. But I never remember what List Perfectly's percentage is versus Shipping Hips versus any of them. All I know is that the code is Ginger. You've already converted me to Posture VA. I'm almost ready to pull the trigger on List Perfectly. My laptop has been making extremely loud knocking noises. Uh-oh. It's trying to get out. Is List Perfectly like hard on the computer? I guess it is. Is it faster on this than it is on the laptop? List Perfectly? Yeah, so it's got to be some kind of hardware dependent. Well, Christy, I mean, you do get with List Perfectly, you can try it out and then cancel if your computer can't handle it. Whenever you're ready, though. Whenever you're ready. List Perfectly is amazing. Kathy only uses a small percentage of its capabilities, says Tommy. You're right.
Very true. I'm a lazy person.
And this is why when I start doing more videos on like flipping stuff for the school bus and all that, I'm going to look more into this kind of stuff because I would probably use at least 1 or 2 more features than you use.
Probably would.
Maybe even 3.
You would make your listings take 1,000 times longer than mine for sure.
We'll
just
see.
Put the very bare minimum that
Maybe.
I think is necessary.
Maybe we can have some Thursday night showdowns where we like battle each other. And we'll put like our numbers on the screen.
Yeah.
And then like
I don't want to embarrass you.
the trash talk has already started. We could dress up like WWE wrestlers. And then be like, you're going down.
No.
I'm gonna smash you. Posture VA is 20%. Smash the like button. I didn't mean to click on that. But hey, smash the like button if you're there. Y'all is still y'all's first time to Vegas. Never been, but hope y'all have fun. No, we've been before. My brother actually used to live in Vegas, but have we been together more than once?
Been a few times.
Yeah.
Before they lived there, we went with them like on a trip when Connor was a baby.
Oh yeah. I walked around with him on a baby carrier, like on. Do we have that picture?
I have a picture of him playing with his best friend in the mirror. His best friend is his cell phone. He's just looking in the mirror, like doing things as if somebody's doing it back to him, which it is just himself.
Also, Tommy, did you reach out to us on Instagram? So you can get your $10 gift card?
I'm about to drink your coffee, Tommy.
I'm going to give it to Rob. I mean, that picture had to be on our Instagram, right? Your Instagram?
Doubt it.
Gotta scroll back.
I gotta go pee. I'll be right back.
Potty break. Today's potty break is brought to you by Diet Coke. For the person asking about the computer with List Perfectly, I have a super cheap computer. It was like $300 at Walmart, and I use List Perfectly with no problems. All right. I like the idea of listing challenges. It is motivating to get work done, especially for us that have bad day jobs. Thank you, Kathy, for showing how you list. It helps a lot. From Penny. All right, I'm in the realm of our Instagram of, let me see here. Man, our kids used to be so cute. What happened? It's gotta be way back, I guess. Mexican pumpkin seeds are way better. Check them out. Really? Than sunflower seeds? I don't know, Chris, you're treading on thin ice. Doesn't she have like 5 years on you with the listing? Oh, she does. But I'm the greatest. Oh, I found it. Looked like The Hangover. You guys seen that movie, Hangover? Where Zach Galifianakis is walking around with a kid strapped on his chest. And that was back in 2015. I did about 20 minutes ago. Oh, you did? Okay, let me check. You see a message? Well, I was just showing the... Which one? This top one?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna respond real quick. Cool. Enjoy coffee tomorrow or whenever. Whenever. Let's see. So, I don't know, Chris. You're treading on thin ice.
What were you?
Doesn't Kathy have like 5 years of experience on you with listing? I still think I could take her.
What are you talking about? Listing
I don't
faster?
I don't know. I just had the idea. I gotta like think about it
was
for
a
like
bad
9 months
idea.
before I put it into like practice. I don't know. I'm thinking like, I don't know.
I'd
We
be
do like
I
4
could make
screens.
a better woodworking thing than you. I'm not gonna say that because
You probably make a better video. But I don't know. I'm kind of thinking maybe, like four screens. So like each of our computer monitors of us working, and then our pictures below it. And maybe as we're like adding things in, it's like tallying up something. And then we hit like a milestone, and then it could be like, I don't know, some kind of animation or something. We could do kind of crazy if we want. If I knew how to do all that stuff. I'm sure someone on Fiverr can do that for us, right? Maybe make an animation of me like
your job.
Like smashing her picture or her camera with like a chair, like WWE. We can get like the Hulk Hogan mustaches and stuff, and it'd be fun. We'll make a belt. We can make like a fake belt, and then we can like pass it off to the champion every. I don't think we do this every week. Every
sure
quarter.
We'll do it one time and you'll be like, I'm never doing it again. Just 'cause I'm embarrassed for losing.
I mean, look, just like wrestling, it would be scripted, okay?
No.
You'd win, and then I'd get to win, and then I don't know, we have someone else come in and they win. Face it, Chris, you would lose. You guys have no faith. Oh, you're still listing.
Obviously.
Like a true loser, still listing in the. I don't know.
I would say normally 15 listings would take me about an hour and a half, including cross-posting, not including drafting. So I feel like I'm going pretty fast.
You are.
But that's at Starbucks where the internet is super slow and everything too.
So I think the only way I would ever stand a chance is if it wasn't item by item and it was dollar amounts.
Which I list around $600 per day.
Yeah. But see, I'm going to be looking for more cooler, not cooler, but like Kathy does a lot of bread and butter. I'm gonna stay away from the bread and butter.
You're gonna list what you already have.
Well, yeah, obviously first I'm gonna list what I have. I found a PSP today. A pocket PlayStation thingy. Do you plan on selling live on the schoolie? Selling live?
That's what we could do. We could have what not to be.
Well, that's what I mean.
But then we'd have to figure out where to ship from.
Oh, like when we're driving? I don't even know if live selling is going to be a thing when we're done. It's going to be so long. No, but we could like host lives from the schoolie while it's under construction, because it's just right down there. I can certainly get like a camera down there or something. Kathy and Chris showdown coming to a screen near you. Let's get ready to rumble. Do you start your listings with List Perfectly or list on a platform first? Christy, we used to do on a platform first. We would do Poshmark because it was really easy to list on Posh. But since then, Kathy's gone over to listing on List Perfectly first and then cross-posting from List Perfectly out. And do you find it faster than when you were doing on Poshmark, or is it faster, or is it just better? Listing from List Perfectly first versus going to Poshmark first. It's pretty quick.
Yeah.
I would even think it's quicker if you're just listing on eBay. If you're doing a lot of the same stuff, right? If you're not selling, what I want to be selling is a bunch of random stuff. But if you're selling shoes, it's probably even quicker to do it on List Perfectly and then cross post from there, even if you're just doing eBay. And the added benefit of having all of your photos stored. So if eBay does, this is when the commercial starts. eBay does, your listings, you have to, your drafts, right? Your drafts go away after a while. With List Perfectly, you could draft something and 2 years will go by and they're still there. The photos are still there and all that.
So this says 4W. I've never seen that. I wrote 4E. Should I say 4W? That's weird.
Guys, what is 4W?
I mean, it's got to be 4 wide, right?
It's the wicked World Wide Web.
What?
Well, 3W is the World Wide Web. WWW. 4 would be the wicked World Wide Web.
It's not funny.
Okay. So I just Googled 4W.
Shoes?
Well, no, but it looks like the women and well-being of
Can
Wisconsin.
You stop telling me what 4Ws means not relation to shoes.
It's a feminist thing.
Okay, but
so shoes 4. Is it W4 or 4W?
It says 4W.
Shoes. It's auto-correcting it to E. Do you think there's a typo on the shoes?
Well, that's what I wrote 4E because that's what it probably is the same as.
For W.
Search up Drew shoes. Or
Drew?
W. Or size chart or something.
DREW shoes. Up. Not really seeing anything. Good night, Bubba Gant. It's 11:30. Early start in the Poconos. Glad I caught you guys live. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's been fun. Go have fun in the Poconos. I don't even know what that is.
Mountains, I think. I don't know.
Is it mountains? Extra depth shoes? Do you think it's extra depth? Kelly lists on eBay, then goes to List Perfectly, and then moves to other platforms as needed. Jen says, are you all going to compete against each other at the Benz in Vegas to see who finds what more?
Good.
I don't know if we're going to compete.
Oh, with each other or like other people?
Like, I know you can like have alcohol like on the streets in Vegas. Can you have it like
At
in
the
random
Benz?
stores? Can you have it at the Benz?
I don't think so. It's a normal place. I don't even think you can have it only like on the strip. Not like in normal town and stuff.
Well, what fun is that? I want to be walking around with that, like that sword, that 3-foot sword drink from the Excalibur. So I'm not seeing what 4W means. Oh, Chris, face palm. What did I do? That's how Tommy does it. Goes to eBay
Potato heart
first.
shoes.
Potato
I
heart?
know a lot of people call these Birkenstocks like potato shoes. They kind of do look like potatoes.
They look like kidney beans to me. You should do kidney bean hearts. Vegas is like another planet. That's what I'm saying. I mean, extra wide 4W. So this person has extra wide 4W on their eBay listing. But then in the description, they say 4E also. I mean, I've looked up as much as I possibly can about 4W.
So do we think it's the same as 4E?
I know what 4H is. Or I think I know what 4H is.
Don't even say what you think.
It's like a school thing, right? Chrissy says, the bins are crazy enough. It would be wild if everybody was drinking. I'm not convinced everybody's not drinking yet. Mandy says, I'm late, but I'm here.
Hello.
What's going on? Kathy's almost done with her listings. A few moments ago, we were trying to discover what 4W means for shoe sizing. We're thinking 4 OBS died. Our internet went out for a second.
It seems like it's
Are you guys still here? Are we still here? Can you see us?
Post my thing.
Hello. Is there anybody out there? I feel like the internet just died for a second. I need confirmation that we're still alive. Seen a lot more chats come through. Hello? Here? You're gold? So, did we go away for a second? Says my stream status is poor.
Gotta go. Bye. I'm getting sleepy. I'm getting cross-eyed.
Yeah? You got 22 minutes in you?
you?
No breaks, really? Like my whole like OBS went off and all that. Crazy. All right, now I got all this chat. We're up at Wisconsin at the Dells. Nice. I have no idea where that is. Looks like the 4W might be wide, 4E is extra wide. Okay. So maybe just regular wide? Maybe.
Maybe I'll just say 4W.
Yeah, just do 4W in the title. What shoe brand? These were Drew's. Drew. I think it's wide also. Where are you staying? The main strip or Fremont? We're staying on the strip. Super late, but thought I'd pop in for a bit. What's going on, Happy Picker? 4-H. Head, hands, health, and heart. I did not know that's what 4-H meant.
Good thing you didn't say whatever you thought it meant.
I wasn't going to say, I didn't realize it was like an acronym. You're good. Here. I'm not still here. Ben's not here, guys. You're back. We can hear you again. So there was a skip. We did go away? Would it be WWWW as an extra wide? These shoes are wide.
True Traveler 4W. Let's see.
Oh, Kathy's so sleepy she's not laughing at me.
The funniest guy I ever.
Not on my end. No breaks here. What? So I paused on some people. What? That is so weird. I think 4W is regular wide, 4E is extra wide. That's what the internet seems to. You guys are better at interneting than I am. Still alive. BRB need food. The Dells are the water park capital of the world. Really? Tammy's here, says just joined. What's going on in Vegas? Always looking for a reason to go. Would love to thrift. We're spending our 15th wedding anniversary there, and at the same time we're meeting up at the Trash to Cash podcast bash thingy.
Yep.
That's going on. That's what we're doing. Woohoo, see you in Vegas. You're going to be there too, Happy Picker? What kind of internet provider do you all have? Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's a national one. It's a small.
Literally just for like.
It might even be just for our neighborhood.
Okay.
So I don't really want to say it, because then you guys might find out where we live, if you don't know already. But it's not like Comcast or anything like that. We actually can't even get those where we are. I think the only other internet we would be able to get is satellite, like Starlink. Is it my eyes or is their screen blurry now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lori says she can't read the comments now. Lori! Find a brown paper bag and breathe into it. I don't know. Yes, and happy anniversary. Awesome. When is the Vegas thing? It's going on next weekend. I think there's tickets still available. I don't think we bought the last ones, but we got them a little bit ago.
The Crocs from the video where I was like, well, they don't have their sticker thing or whatever.
Oh,
So should I just put them to Posh only in case someone says they're
should we
fake,
try
then
to
I at least
should we
get...
try to check them out right now? I mean, they look real. Does it?
I'm not worried about it, but like I just don't want an eBay return. So I'm like, do I just put them on Posh and Mercari? Because there's no, if they return, I'm not out anything. Because I'll just get the item back. I didn't have to pay for shipping. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just put them on Posh for now.
So Jen's is working okay. Refresh and it's clear again. You know what, Lori? I'm just gonna blame your internet for all of our issues. That's what's going on. Next week, Friday and Saturday. Oh, sorry for TMI. Just figured you all had Spectrum because it's always crashing over here in Texas. No, yeah, and I mean, I would if I knew that it was bigger than like it's a small internet provider. It would kind of be like a giveaway. So, but it is like we have fiber optic to our house. Like we should not have internet issues is what I'm saying. Like, let me do a speed test. It's not like gigabit or anything like that, but it's enough. Can't go. I'm gonna riot, Scott. Yeah, we're getting 92 down and 91 up, which the 91 up is pretty good for what we're doing here. Sorry, got here late. Renee of PA's here. What's going on? May have to come to Thrift at Denver. Look for shoes. Our shoes are always so very worn and should be trashed, unfortunately. We go through a lot of bad shoes.
You'll also pay a lot of money for the good ones.
Yeah.
So I find a lot, but they're very expensive.
You got that Spectrum internet. I used to have Comcast when we lived at our old house. Was it Comcast or? That one was bad. There's always FlipCon. You going to FlipCon, right? Yep, he is going. Scott's going, guys. If you didn't know, Scott's going to FlipCon. So you should go. We should all go. Works for me. LOL, my internet is often trash. I've thought about us getting that Starlink. Probably, at least for the schoolie. Yeah, the Tesla internet or whatever. It's not Tesla, but it's by Elon. But I think you could just set that satellite up whenever you're like out, and it would be faster than this, or at least the same. Kathy, what is expensive for you, shoes wise?
I just mean like anything good, like all these boots, say like pair of Danner, Red Wings, probably like $20. It's not expensive when you know what you're gonna sell them for, but like even normal stuff now, I'm paying like sometimes $10-12 for Skechers, Crocs, things like that. But I want to do shoes, so I'm paying it. I just feel like whenever we travel, everything is so much cheaper in other places. Just calculating how much I listed real fast.
We will see you at FlipCon too then. Sweet. Nice. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty sure. We haven't bought tickets or anything, but we usually try to wait until a little bit before. But if they start selling a lot of tickets for FlipCon, we'll probably have to buy them and then hope that we use them. I mean, the only thing that would keep us from going to FlipCon is my mom watching the kids. Live in the same city as Josh, but haven't thought about going to FlipCon. Now, it's not in the same city. It's in Charleston, right? Well, yeah, but it's not where Josh lives, right?
Oh, dang it.
Uh-oh.
I used a real marker.
Used a permanent marker? Dang. Reese's camera's all choppy. Spectrum used to be Comcast. Oh. So Comcast is now Spectrum. I did not know that.
I'm caught up till April 8th.
Yay! You're getting there. Chrissy says, I found you chichinking from listening to Nurse Flipper. You have great informative videos. Thank you. He does. He's got the heart of a teacher.
What?
Rob's denatured alcohol will clean that marker right off the whiteboard. Ask me how I know. Hey, how do you know that, Rob? My husband and I are going to FlipCon. Hey, awesome. We will hopefully see you there. Yeah, it's in Charlotte. Is that what I said? Or did I say Charleston?
You did say Charleston.
Did I say Charleston?
Yeah.
Charlotte. It's in Charlotte. Throughout the years, I've watched others in different areas of the states pick this up at $1 day or got this 75% off or paid $3.99, and I'm like, I need to move. Basic shirts are like $10. Yeah, we've got some pretty expensive thrifting here too. Like what's the cheapest? You go to a thrift store and they have a pair of Danskos. What are they listed for?
Times $20, which I usually leave them, but regularly probably like $12.99 to $14.99.
Yeah. And condition-wise,
I mean, if you average out everything that I buy these days, it's usually closer to $12.
About $12, $13 buying cost,
yeah,
average.
Depends on how many like bigger boots and stuff I'd find, but yeah.
So
when I'm listing 105 items a week, that's a lot of dollars.
we sold a pair of Danskos like a week ago or less that we've had for a long time. Maybe it wasn't Danskos, but it was some kind of shoes. And the buy cost on those was from a thrift store. It was like $3.99, which just a few years ago, that's what they were selling those kinds of shoes for. All these resellers on the internet making prices go up. Thanks, guys, for the conversation. I've got 6 items listed. Nighty night. Good night, Julie. Good job getting those items listed. Good night. Have a great evening. You done listing?
I'm just putting it in my story because that's what I do when I'm done listing.
Okay. Well, I was just changing the scene. Going to some bigger cameras. Question, do you have a magic way to get marker off the bottom of your shoes? It always leaves smudges.
It's kind of smudgy, but we use Goof Off for the most part.
If Goof Off doesn't get it off, we just cover it up with more marker. But our process is, you can see right there on Kathy's screen, the little yellow bottle. And then we got some of those like round makeup pad thingies, like little cotton pads. And then, yeah, we wipe off the marker. Now, if it's like a silver marker, that stuff comes off a lot easier than like a black Sharpie. But we try. I was gonna say you should get the remotes. Denatured alcohol will clean that marker off the bottom of shoes. Use a stiff bristle brush. The Vans I'm listing say size Missy 4. I've never seen Missy. They are EU 35, which would be a women's 5.5. So now I'm confused.
So probably youth 4 then.
And I'm a 5.5, and they are too small. LOL, help.
That doesn't seem weird because a youth size is equivalent to like a men's size. So that would be a men's 4, which would not be a women's. That would be like a women's 3. I don't know. That is weird.
Good luck with that, Lori. Grumpy Picker, what's going on? I heard Seattle is pricey, Tommy, and it's always raining. Looks like 4W means extra wide. It's the only thing I could find out of my research. Well, hey, all the above. Thanks for all that research. Now in Portland, but when I first moved to Seattle, it was almost 90 days before I saw the sun. Seriously. But the Pacific Northwest is so beautiful. Only been there once, but it was beautiful. Excuse me. Northwoods Flipper says, I've been using our leftover hand sanitizer for marker. That works. That works. I mean, we used to have all kinds of different things we did. We used to try like even fingernail polish, which is acetone, not fingernail polish. They all work a little. Well, fingernail polish remover, you're right. They all work a little. We've kind of reduced our system to just using Goof Off. If Goof Off doesn't get it off, unless it's leather. If it's leather soles, you could use sandpaper. We have like little. I should add that to our little Amazon thing. There's little. I have like a little. It's like a little Velcro sanding sponge thing that you can put just for like detail sanding. And I had it in my woodworking tools, but we use that to get all the markers off the bottom of leather sole shoes, like those Freebirds came right off. Sand, you can't even it was pink Sharpie, like that never would have come off.
I need you to do a few on this rack.
Yeah. But yeah, sanding on leather, and then if the Goof Off doesn't take it off, then we just cover it up. At some point, it's like we don't have all day to be figuring out what's the best thing to get, right? What's the best thing for the specific shoe? With Goof Off, yes, it's very strong and it does melt some plastics. Like I've noticed, what's that one shoe brand? At this point, we know, like it's almost like we could tell which rubber, which sole material is going to come off on the pad. There's that one brand that I feel. Yeah, Naturalizer. The black soled naturalizers. I feel like those always come off with the Goof Off. But if you're like quick, it really doesn't affect it much. So that's what we do. Sounds like a return waiting to happen, but I'm inclined to agree. Kids 4, they're flowered, so maybe girls.
So weird, like 35 and a half. What is the van size chart today?
Nothing?
Obviously, that wasn't right.
Looked like a video. Happy and Grumpy are flirting in the chat. Nice. We'll see you guys in Vegas. Love it. Chris, you can't say Velcro. Hey, they can't vero my words. Only my text words.
4 does say it's a 35. You're saying, did you say they're 4.5 or 4?
Let's see.
Let me see 4. Yeah, it does. This size chart I'm looking at does say Vans Youth 4 is a Euro 35. So it probably is a Youth 4.
So Missy is like the youth
girls.
girls.
Weird, though, because I could have sworn that a youth is a similar. That would be like a men's 4.
Missy 4.
I guess it makes sense.
Is Missy just like a term for youth?
Probably.
Grumpy Picker's asking, can I get a quick interview with you at the Vegas Bash? Yeah. Just before we get a lot of drinks. Got to preserve our image. No. Yeah. I'm sure we'll be talking a lot. How's the house hunting going? It hasn't started,
No, we said
but
we're gonna wait till we do the taxes.
I have been doing taxes. That's what I did like today. And almost done. Just going over all my
Yeah, maybe we start looking
expenses and stuff.
I mean, you still want to look, right?
Yeah. Well, we gotta try to. We'll probably. I'll tell you, we went with
Rocket Mortgage.
Yeah. Any of you guys ever used Rocket Mortgage? We tried to go with like our bank, which is a more local bank, or a credit union or whatever, to try to get approved for a home loan a couple year ago or so, last year. And being self-employed, all that kind of stuff, it was like they were basically like, yeah, we're not, like, they wouldn't even get back to us. I had to keep emailing and calling. And at that time, this was before all the interest rates went up, right? And yeah, so it was like they just didn't want to deal with it because a W-2, someone comes in with 2 W-2s, boom, here's your credit score. Okay, perfect. Here's your home loan. When they have to underwrite something, it was just. So we went with Rocket, like we tried to get with Rocket Mortgage to see, and they actually pre-qualified us for pretty good, but it was based on,
Is this our neighborhood? Sorry, I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Big house.
Look at the map.
Look at this though. Look at that. What do you think could fit right there?
A nice
school bus.
I was gonna say.
I think this is our neighborhood on the other side.
Connex. I don't know if it's ours. Look at the map.
Where's the map?
Scroll up. Or maybe down.
Oh, now I lost it.
So we tried to go with Rocket Mortgage, and they did pre-qualify us. But it was like they average out the 2 years, and like the first year that they were averaging out was like, we hadn't. It was like the first year we started YouTube and all that kind of stuff, so our reselling business was fairly young. So even though we made money and stuff, it just wasn't enough to qualify for the house we were looking for. So with this year and last year, we should be able to. I don't know. We'll have to see. Huh?
Are you looking at like this? This is kind of where I'm looking. You think we're gonna? I
don't know. We got to see what we pre-qualify for. Is that our neighborhood? Is that a pool?
I think this is.
Oh.
But look at, I like this house though. It's big. And it's nice and new. But it cannot have a school bus like that other house that I was just showing you.
Yeah. We'll find it.
I know. So that's the other thing.
We're in a good situation,
hurry.
Carol, where we can wait for the right house, right? Like, we're not going to move for just any house that's bigger, and like, we're going to move for the right house at the right time. So we're going to wait till we get pre-qualified and all that kind of stuff. I was going through one of my death piles today. This one pile was finding stuff I picked up like 3 years ago. I'm like, why did I pick this up? Anyone else? Yeah, that happens sometimes. That happens.
Yeah. And I just put it in the Goodwill bag.
Kathy, your consistency getting those miles in is so encouraging. I need to start checking in with you. We should do like some kind of thing.
Who said that?
Accountability. Christy Smith.
I've been, it's not lazy. Doing 2 miles on the gym is still good. But
gosh, you're so lazy. Come on.
I've been like slacking on the weightlifting, which is the thing I've been doing that I'd rather be doing.
Reese is not even on his bed. Y'all should get a house here in Texas, like a vacation one. Well, our main goal is to move into a bigger house. Right now our house is 1,800 square feet, and 400 square feet of that is our office. So with 2 kids, the dog and all that kind of stuff, we need more space.
Like 4,800 square feet.
Like, that would be nice. That's 4,800.
This is just a normal house in a neighborhood too.
Gosh.
It's cute too. I like that. Yeah.
Hardwood floors throughout.
Take that
Modernized
backsplash off.
Yeah.
But pretty nice otherwise. Ooh, I really want a nice laundry room in our next house. We just need bigger bedrooms, laundry room, and a space.
I don't know if we
look,
could
look at that. That's
unfinished
perfect.
basement. I like that. Is it a walkout?
Probably not.
It's got to be a walkout.
Now y'all got me looking at houses that are not going to be available in months when we can actually do it.
Before too many drinks. I like the life updates. We'll get there. Yeah. You know, if we weren't doing it the way we're doing it, we probably would have moved years ago.
4,900 square feet. That's not even a bad price.
Price cut 20,000. Prices are going down.
Yeah. But rates
So
are not, are they?
I know, but
I'm not worried about
we're in a position where if we got a higher rate, we could wait it out. And if the rates ever went down, we could refinance, right? But like, this house is paid off. So we're not selling this house to move into another house. We're going to rent this one out. And that's kind of like our retirement plan, being self-employed, is to over the course of our working life, try to get a couple rental properties that will support us, get them fully paid off, and that will support us through retirement. And then when we move on, pass on from this life, our kids can either inherit them or sell them, or, and then they can do whatever they want to do. What?
No.
Oh.
I'm actually getting excited, so I hope we actually can do it.
I'm getting close to taxes being done.
Just, like, every time we've bought a house, it's like your budget is like the smallest budget to get like the tiniest.
We're in our
house
30s
in
now.
town.
We can actually get a house. We can actually.
So now, whenever they give us our budget, like, we don't even have to go to the top of it. We should be able to find something decent.
Yeah.
Well under it.
So like when we bought this house, it was like we were stretching our budget as much as we could.
I think we went over like 40K from what we originally wanted to.
Huh. Did you use an app? Do you use an app for your weightlifting at home or wing it? We've been watching like YouTube videos.
Mostly, well, at the gym, I just wing it. I usually just pick the machines, the circuit, and do 4 sets of as much as I can do. I try to like lift heavier and less than more reps and a little bit lighter. So I can usually do 8 to 10 of whatever, and then do 4 of it, and then go to the next machine. I try to do like 5 or 6 machines. If I'm doing it at home, I just usually put on like Juice and Toya or something.
Juice and Toya.
Juice and Toya's.
They do like some dumbbell.
workouts.
I like because they don't talk.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the whole Richard Simmons like thing where like, okay, come on, that's 1, 2, 3. That's. I'm like, just show me what you're doing, and I'll do it.
They have the timer going. So.
Sierra, what's going on? My little sister right there.
Hello.
We're about to go to bed. How you doing? Let's see. I'm Colorado. How much would in Colorado? How much would a 2,400 square foot be? I love Colorado, but I've heard it's expensive.
It's gotten expensive in the last few years. It was.
Yeah.
Decent.
Well, for reference, our house is 1,800 square feet, and Zillow, which if you give or take whatever you think Zillow estimates our house at, but 450 for this house.
Yeah. But there's also different neighborhoods, like, and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, we live on the outskirts of the Springs. So if you want like in the middle of the Springs, Basic any entry level house right now, you're looking at over
You could
500.
do new builds for probably in the fours, but if
Yeah,
you
but
take
new
a year
builds
or
nowadays, they
two,
have like no land. It's almost like your
Yeah.
backyard is like 10 feet long. And then you got 10 feet from the neighbor behind you's backyard, and your house is 20 feet away in the back, 5 feet away on the sides. Like barely even enough space to walk between your house and the fence. Carol says, sorry, Kathy, you'll be looking at houses all night. I think you're right to wait until the right thing comes along. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I mean, we're almost like done waiting.
yeah.
We're gonna be actively looking. But yeah, the taxes was the thing, and I put taxes
We don't really
off.
know what they're gonna say we can get, so
Yeah.
I don't want to like get my hopes up about something I can't get.
But this is also a weird. It's a weird time. We're coming off of years of like a very hot real estate market. Like now things are, at what point of the turn are we? Are we at the bottom? It's always impossible to know that. So yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll know in 10 years if we made the right decision. Y'all could buy our house, move to Kansas, 3,200 square feet and 10 acres. Hey, that sounds nice.
There's an open house at this house that I was first showing you in 2 days. You want to go it?
Y'all still haven't finished your taxes? The deadline is literally in a few days. No, I know.
That's all we always do.
I know.
We like to keep our money as long as we can.
I'm pretty much done. I like to go through it a few times. This is the last year I'm doing it ourselves, though. We're moving on to having someone else take care of it all. So, because I'm bad. I know it'll take me a good day and a half, 2 days. That's to go over all of our mileage and all that, because we do mileage backwards. Getting all of our expenses in order, all that kind of stuff. Because we keep records, but our records are all in different places. We don't use the mileage and the expense records on the spreadsheet, which we should, because it would be easy. But yeah, y'all are killing it. I'm going to sleep. Love you both. Bye, Sierra. Good night. Love you too.
Night.
I'm in Iowa. We have 3/4 of an acre. Nice. I think ours is about a third of an acre, which is not big. Typical. It's starting to get like that here. The more they can pack in a neighborhood. Yeah, they're smashing houses
This house
in.
that I'm showing you has 0.55.
That's
a little more than
half. Yeah. Yeah. Is that the one with the big
I was
driveway?
trying to show you, yeah, that's literally perfect.
Yeah.
You don't think that this is our neighborhood? Look it, but it's the other side over there.
to the right. Oh, maybe. No.
It is.
Go more to the right.
What's the right?
You're on the left. Go to the right.
This?
Yes.
There was no more pictures over here.
There it is. It'll be the map.
There's
Oh,
no
maybe not.
map. You keep saying that.
Maybe not. Yeah. And never buy one in an HOA. Horrible.
That's why we like our neighborhood.
You know,
and
we bought probably the last house in Colorado Springs that is not in an HOA, but it's also like in a neighborhood. Like when we had this house built, when did we build it? 2014?
Connor was born.
Yeah. So our neighborhood was originally like one of these master planned communities where you had like 3 or 4 or 5 big builders came in, and they all had like models, and they were all doing this thing. There was like plans for like community centers and all that kind of stuff. We do have a park, but they were going through this huge thing of building all this. So there's houses from the original builders, which I think was like John Lang Homes, and I don't remember them all. That was the one I remember. So they have a different architecture than like we got in. So what happened is those businesses, they went out of business when the housing crash happened, like in 2008, 2009, whenever that was, the bubble crash. And So they all went out of business, and then they sold off years later in the bankruptcy or whatever. They sold off all the empty lots to another builder, and they started building in like 2000. It was probably a couple years before we built, but our lot, like our house, was like the last or the second to last house in the neighborhood.
I remember that.
Being built.
They're like, "Do you want this lot or this lot?" And they're like, "This lot's $4,000. This one's like nothing."
Right. So the other lot was like a $4,000 upcharge
right
because
the
it's
park.
closer to the park. Which that house was for sale. That was
I
actually
kinda
the
wish we
one.
got that house
That was the
up.
one that was for sale not
Yeah,
too long ago.
that
That
we
we
were
were like,
buying.
man, that would be kind of cool, and it would have been funny.
I wish we bought that lot though. Now,
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, being right across
With
from the
the
park
kids
would have been
and stuff.
nice.
Yeah. We were literally
but
already
again,
maxed our budget out.
$4,000. So we yeah. But in that transition of going from like all the home builders before, they never finalized an HOA. Like all of the documents that we signed referenced like an enforcing agency that they hadn't decided yet, but there was never one that originated. So we don't have an HOA. That's why I have a school bus on the side of my house, because we live in a newer, we built this house and we can, it's a neighborhood. We have a park. We have all the stuff that HOAs typically have, but I have a school bus and nobody can say nothing about it.
I'm just drooling over houses I can't get.
So that's like, I would love to be able to buy in this neighborhood again, because I would be able to keep the bus. We also have typically larger
This is what
lots
I
here.
want. So bad.
That is a nice kitchen.
Gosh.
An island would be nice.
Yeah.
A kitchen where we
fireplace
can
would be
both
nice.
walk in it would be nice.
Yeah.
Our kitchen right now is
so
like,
small.
what is it called?
Galley.
A galley kitchen.
Yeah.
So it's like two lines of cabinets. But like if the dishwasher's open, if the fridge is
Space for
open,
two booties to cross each other.
yeah. And it's like in line with the garage, so and the laundry room.
This cool house off roller coaster.
Dang.
That's cool.
I don't think we can afford a $1.7 million
Obviously, I
home.
can't. Now I said I'm drilling over houses I'll never be able to afford. This is a freaking cool house, though.
They can't buy our house. We're still living in it.
This would be like a really cool Airbnb or something.
Going to sleep. Tammy, good night. Going to sleep. Have a blessed night and many sales. Awesome.
Nice.
Don't say HOA. I have nightmares from that. Left it 3 years ago. We got fined for having our trash bin in front of the fence when we were out of town for our grass being a 1/4 inch too high. Yeah. We don't have to deal with that. The dream is to get an old 1800s brick building in a small town and run our business out of that while we live upstairs. That sounds cool. Should watch the John Oliver this week. His story on HOAs is hilarious and scary. Ooh. My kitchen is pretty small. We have several of us in there. We bump into each other. It's comical when the young adults are in there together. Yeah. I'm an aggressive.
He doesn't. Well, he cooks most of the meals, so he doesn't really like people around.
I
when
like
he's doing that.
I like being in my zone. It's like I have a bubble when I'm cooking. I don't like answering questions. I don't like thinking. I like, I'm a one-track mind when I'm cooking. You never know, Kathy. Anything's possible. You might get a big sponsor or a ton of subs. Yeah, but even then. So like when you're self-employed and and you're trying to buy a house, everything is like on a 2-year delay. That's another thing. Like when I'm going over our taxes, I need to make sure that we have enough income. I might have to take some of the deductions out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To show that we have income, even though,
Should technically take the deductions and
we would probably pay less taxes. We might end up having to pay more taxes to show the bank that we make more money, right? To show we make more money. Because they'll just look at stupid things like that instead of actually like, okay, yeah, you're making this much more than you did last year. When did they stop doing that kind of stuff?
Every year you've been doing better and better. Good
Right.
job.
Right. Yeah. We're fully self-employed too, and the 2-year delay thing is hard, and you have to take less to pay more tax in order to qualify for what you really want to afford. It is annoying.
Just buy the $600,000 land in Black Forest with no.
And then live on the schoolie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only 2.5 acres for that much.
You know, yeah. I mean, we could. And if we weren't trying to do this whole thing where we keep this house to rent it out, right? Like this house is paid off. We could get a
castle. I'm just
No,
kidding.
not a $4 million home, not a $4 million castle, but we would be able to get us. We could move to a different state and buy a castle.
I know.
Probably. Right? But that's not what we're trying to be smart,
house.
you know. Amass a couple.
Like upkeeping anything like this, anyways.
I know.
But we can't even keep up our own house here. This is like small.
Why do we? Oh, there goes your camera.
Bye, friends.
Yeah. Why don't you come over here? We'll say goodnight, guys. I know we're just rambling about houses and all that, and everybody's gone to bed. But yeah, it's been nice. I mean, like taxes are almost done. But yeah, I have to think about that too. I'm trying to make sure I got. Where's that other thing? Where did my window go? Did I close it? That's not it.
What are you looking for?
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see. Yeah. So that was one thing that I didn't quite remember to think about. And that's just making sure we have enough income according to the bank. So yeah. Anyway, guys, good night. Everybody, we appreciate you all so much. Again, we're not going to be here live next week. We'll be in Vegas. Should I focus on you? Oh. There we go. We'll blur me.
What?
Well, we can only focus on one of us.
Don't focus on me. You're Ginger Marvin.
Yeah. Oh, you probably said this already. Will there be a live next week with Vegas? No. Unless if it is, it's gonna be from like our phone in Vegas, but probably not because we're gonna have driven all day that day.
We're gonna literally be in our car.
Never say never.
We're not doing a live.
I'm just gonna pull up my phone and be like, "Hey, we're live."
In May, that I'm probably not doing a live because. But you, do you really want to do a live by yourself?
Oh yeah, would you guys watch a live with just me?
I saw
No.
there was like a Denver meetup at the Bins on a Thursday night, and I was like, that sounds fun. So I might do that.
Hopefully at that time I will be listing stuff. But maybe I'll just do a listing night myself. We'll see. But yeah, no live next week, but we'll be back the week after. And that'll be the day after our anniversary.
Yeah.
Maybe no promises for that night either. We'll see. We'll see. How long is the drive? It's 11 well, it's like 11 and a half hours, but it's probably going to take us like 15 or so. I'm sure we're going to have to stop at a thrift or two. Or yeah. 7.
I mean,
I'm gonna go buy a porta potty or like a little car potty. We'll just bring it in the van.
Ours is a 26th.
26th. Yep. 15 years. 15 years. Just fly. We thought about flying, but it would have taken an extra day to be like in the price range that we would have wanted it. So yeah, we're just gonna drive. We'll take turns. It's not too bad, especially with no kids, right? Like
Kind of during the day. Last time we did a road trip to Vegas, we started it at like 10 at night so the kids would sleep, but then we're all so tired.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So, and flying is never like we have guys. Our very first flight together. Remember that? Going to our honeymoon.
We've told them all the stories of our flights.
Our first flight as a married couple going to a honeymoon in Jamaica. We were on the plane, and that's a full. The flights are. I mean, they're jam packed full, and we're sitting on the plane. It was probably like 30 minutes later at that time. Everybody's mad, right? You remember that?
Yes.
Everybody's sitting on the plane mad. They like want to go home. It had to have been longer than 30 minutes. We were sitting there for a long time. So we get on the plane. We were sitting on the plane for like an hour. I can't remember the time. It was a long time. And then all of a sudden, because they were waiting on the pilots, but then all of a sudden, the pilots get there, we're going to take off, and this guy, his chair won't stay up, right? It's a full flight, so he can't move anywhere. And this dweeb, I don't even, like this guy, like, no, he ruined our honeymoon. Yeah. This guy.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, ma'am.
What is he supposed to do? They're going to come
Miss,
get his chair in a minute. Anyway.
Miss Flight Attendant, my chair won't stay up.
As if he knew that would cause the whole flight to be canceled.
They canceled our flight. No, they didn't cancel. They got this guy. Oh, this wasn't even to Vegas. This was the flight before, or not Vegas. This wasn't even in Jamaica. Because this is what caused us to miss our flight to Jamaica. That's what it's been 15 years, guys, and my memory's not that good. But so this guy delays the flight even longer.
Mind you, we got married in April just to have this free vacation to Jamaica.
So we're sitting, and this guy's like, "Hey, my chair won't stay up." And then they're like, "Okay, well, it's full. We have to call maintenance." We wait on the plane for an hour for maintenance to come up. And I'm not even kidding. This maintenance worker with an adjustable crescent wrench goes up. He's like, all right. Walked off the plane. Literally like tightened it for like an hour. We waited an hour and it missed our flight. And Jamaica is an international flight. So we got to Miami to transfer to go to Jamaica. The flight was missed, but there was another flight. They wouldn't let us on.
Up in the hotel for the night since it was a plane issue and not like the other issue.
So we have bad plane issues, and we don't. That wasn't the only one. Like we've had a lot of. On the way back from Jamaica, didn't we have issues there?
No, we didn't set our.
No.
Go
Yeah, it was going to Jamaica, Miami. We stayed the night, and then in the morning we got in line, and it was like we were in the hotel and we were like late. Not like we were late. We were there like an hour early, but the line was so long we weren't going to make our flight. And then they're like, "Oh yeah, hey, if your flight's in the next 30 minutes to an hour, come over in this line." We go over into that line and it was twice as long as the line we were just in. I was pointing and yelling and
because you really don't get mad very much, but you were mad that day. And
I was mad that day.
You were mad that day that you were trying to tell people about these boxes.
I wasn't mad that day. No, I was.
Those are the two times I've ever seen you mad.
I wasn't like. I mean, in the airport, Kathy was crying. She married this angry guy. I was what, 21?
Yeah.
I was like, "You ruined our honeymoon." And I'm like, "Leave our crap here. We'll fly there. We'll buy new stuff."
Saying that to you now, if you were the airport worker,
I wouldn't work at an airport.
You wouldn't work.
I would be too embarrassed to work at an airport. Anyway, for the 79 of you that stuck around for that story, sorry. Good night. Yeah, we'll be in Vegas. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. We're still going to be putting videos out, so stick around the channel. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. We appreciate you very much. Thanks for all the support, and we'll see you guys in a little bit, in a couple weeks.
Bye.